Spring has arrived in the southeastern United States. I'm in North Alabama. You can see here off of my shoulder this beautiful tulip magnolia. It's in full bloom. It's March the 6th today. I'm filming several videos today that will be released over the next few days. What we're doing in this video is we are going to scalp the turf. I wanted to walk you through scalping your turf. So when we do this, it's really going to do two things for us here. It's going to somewhat eliminate the potential for some bacterial and fungal stuff we see in turf coming out of dormancy. So if you've ever had pythium or fairy ring or dollar spots or things like that, that's because you've got a fungus or a bacteria that's feeding on those decomposed clippings from the previous season. Also, what it's going to do is this. It's going to allow that sunlight to get down closer to the soil layer. It's going to warm up your soil. It's going to allow that sunlight to get to that new emergent grass. So what I'm seeing in my yard, I'm doing this a little bit early. I usually do this about 2 weeks from now. This is like a mid-March thing, but I want to go ahead and do it so I can get it on video for you guys and you can see how the process works. So my turf is starting to get what I call the green glow. I'll get some B-roll film here in a minute. I'll put that when I edit this film. I'll put some of that, what I'm looking at, so when you look at your yard, you'll know, hey, that's the green glow he was talking about. When I start to see green grass emerging from the dormant grass, I know it's time to scalp the yard. So a couple of things about scalping is this. How low do you want to scalp? Well, it depends on how high you want your turf to be in the summertime. So if I'm going to mow, say, at 2 inches in the summer, I'm going to scalp down to 1 inch. If I'm mowing at 1 inch, which is really short in the summer, I'm scalping all the way down to ½ an inch. You're almost going down to bare dirt at that point. So that's how you're going to determine the height at which you want to scalp your yard. Another thing is this, get the clippings up off of the yard once you're done with this, okay? So what you don't want to do, remember we said part of the reason of doing this is to get some of that decomposed matter off of the turf, so we're not dealing with as much dollar spot and fairy rings and things like that that we can see when we get into April. So my particular mower does not have a bagger. So here's what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to mow so that my chute, my lawnmower chute, is going with the breeze, and I'm just going to let the breeze blow those clippings across the yard, let the lawnmower chute do its thing, blow those across the yard, and then I'll come back and I'll clean those up, and my yard will be ready for spring. We'll be ready to rock and roll here. But you guys know as well as I do, inevitably what's going to happen is this. It's March the 6th, and we've had temperatures in the 70s for almost a week now. We're going to have another freeze. We'll have several freezes. But you can go ahead and scalp the turf. You're not going to hurt your turf at all. So let's go ahead. Let's scalp this yard and look at the finished product. I'm not sure if this is going to show up on film or not, but there's some green in here. Now, like I said, I usually do this a week or two later, so it'd be a little bit more green. I don't know if you can see here, we got several green shoots popping up in here. So there would be a little more green when I normally do this, but I just wanted to go ahead and get this on film for you guys so you could see what to look for. So I'm hoping this shows up on film. There's a line right here. This is where I've mowed. to the left is where I've not mowed yet. You can see, I don't know if it shows up on film or not, but I just wanted to show you how much I'm taking the yard down. So I normally mow this yard at about 2.5 inches, so I'm about 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches where I'm taking this down right now. As you could probably tell in the video where I was mowing back and forth scalping the yard, it's extremely windy here today, and it's swirling. Typically, it's a good strong south breeze, but then it flips back north, so my dust was going every which way, but most of it went towards the road. I'm gonna go out in the gutter here and clean that up. I'll get a broom, I'll sweep it, and I'll dispose of it that way. I've still got to do my backyard, so in between shots, I'm going to grab my buff because there's so much dust out here right now. If you have allergies or you just don't like getting the dust in your face doing something like this, get one of these. Just put it over your face like this. It helps a lot. I'll go get some sunglasses on here in a minute as well. Guys, as always, thank you for watching The Plant Doctor. I hope these videos continue to bring some good how-to advice on what to do with your turf, with your shrubs, how to grow plants. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the subscriptions. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer those. Until next time, happy gardening. And this is The Plant Doctor.